Good evening, scrappers. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and scrap out a dome security camera. This was given to me by one of my coworkers. I can tell there's going to be a lot of cast aluminum on this. The whole body is cast aluminum. It's kind of heavy. Weighs maybe about a pound. I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. See what's in it. We got some toggles here on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. I'm actually going to keep these. I could always use toggles. So pretty much how to get this apart. This just threads off like that. Just pull that out. And then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and get these toggles out of here. I could always use stuff like this. I always keep hardware whenever I get my hands on it. So, it's been a pretty uneventful weekend. Didn't get too much in scrap. But, you know, that's the nature of things. I did get some vintage board games and a couple puzzles that was really nice off the side of the road. So, I do collect video games and vintage board games. So, whenever I see them, I usually scoop them up. But, this is pretty much cast aluminum. So, that's already clean. Ready to go in the bin. This is also cast aluminum, I think. Actually, it might be plastic. Got a couple set screws here, but I'm going to leave those in for right now because I know this just slides off like this. The screws. And there's a grommet in here holding the wire in place. So, but I can still pull it through. I'm probably just going to cut out the connectors. But I got a couple screws in here. So pull these off and see what we got. We got a really tiny board here. I'm just going to unscrew that. I'm going to need my jeweler's screwdriver for this if I'm going to take the board out. There's little pieces of brass risers right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, but anyways, a little rubber gasket right there. We'll go ahead and take these screws out. But yeah, it was pretty uneventful. The scrap gods were not on my side. I will, however, state at the end of this video that I do have something that I've been taking apart for the last month. And I finally got the rest of it here at the shop. But I'll show you at the end of the video what I've got going on. Excuse me, I'm just grabbing my tools. Probably should have been a little more prepared, but I really didn't know what was in this, so I haven't taken it apart prior to this. So, but yeah, there's just 4 screws here in the corners. I really don't think there's going to be too much in this besides the cast aluminum. Like I said, there's a really tiny circuit board right there. I don't even know how old this thing is. This thing could be, you know, 10 years old for all I know. There wasn't really too many markings on here to kind of determine what it was or who made it. And actually, I think it's made in, no, it doesn't even say made in China. So this might not be made in China. So, all right. So here's the LED lights. I'm not going to bother taking any of this apart. There's really not much in there. There's a couple gears, plastic gears to make it swivel around. Yeah, like I said, there's these brass risers here for this board. If they're easy to get off, which they look like they're threaded in here. I might just take those off real quick. But, yeah, I actually am disappointed. I was hoping there was actually going to be something more inside this. Little aluminum riser here. These might be stainless. Let me just check those real quick. Nope, those are not stainless. That's regular steel. That is aluminum. But I might be able to get that out. Well, you can see it actually spins around with this aluminum piece here. You can see the gear moving around inside. So that's how that moves. Like this is a circuit board under here with all the LED lights attached to it. But yeah, there's really not much value inside here. So this was probably not the choice of item to scrap out. But, you know, it just goes to show you, I mean, just because you get something, you know, it doesn't mean it's got a good scrap value to it. So, I mean, this one's really not going to take long for me to just take that little board off. I honestly might not even take it, but, you know, may as well scrap it. I've already started the video, so we'll go ahead and just get it apart real quick. So, yeah, but the one item I've been scrapping for the last month, my girlfriend had gotten a free piano from one of her friends, and he dropped it off at her storage unit. Now, I was all for the piano because I've always wanted to learn, actually. It was an upright. And when I actually finally got to take a look at it, I noticed that it had been outside for a long time. The wood was warped. definitely some mildew on it and rot in certain sections. And it really wasn't in good condition. So it was taking up a lot of space in her storage unit. It was like right in the front where the door was. And, you know, it was right in the middle of the unit, right in the front area. And we really couldn't get in there to really do anything. You know, it was just a real hassle. So, yeah, I actually destroyed the piano. And I still got part of it here that I brought back with me. So yeah, these, I got this apart now, but these definitely unscrew. So these are brass. I'll just keep these because they're really easy to take off. It's literally probably not even going to register on the scale. But yeah, so I did get that piano finally destroyed. There's a lot of cast iron. The thing is very heavy. But, you know, it's something I'd never done before. And honestly, you know, I kind of started the scrap session. I was doing it every Saturday and sometimes Sundays too, just because of how awkward it was. You know, I had to take it in little bits of little sections because I only got a small car, so I really couldn't fit the whole thing in there, and I don't own a truck, so. But anyways, getting back to subject, I've got this apart. There's really nothing I really want off of this. That board, it's not really worth it. I'm just going to throw this in tin shred, and including that little aluminum piece. Actually, I might be able to get that off if I just bend this real quick. Let's see if we can get that off. Yeah, we just broke it right off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've got a piece of clean aluminum here. Let's see if there's any steel inside it. Nope, there's not. So we got a little bit of aluminum. Got a couple of small pieces of brass. And we got some cast aluminum. This appears to either be acrylic or glass. I can't really see how it's in there, and I'm probably not going to break that out. So I just might throw this in my dirty aluminum as is, unless I can figure out in the next couple seconds how to remove this. But it looks like you need some kind of like either a wrench or like a couple picks, and you can unscrew this maybe or pry it up. But I'm not going to waste my time. That's just going to go in dirty aluminum. I'm just going to cut off a couple cords here. Couple of the ends here. These usually these are brass here. These little pieces. There's a lot of plastic inside here. I might just try to take that apart later, but I'm not going to do it right now. But yeah, a little bit of wire is really not much, and then you know, just pretty much the scrap aluminum, and that's all that was really in here. And that really tiny board, which I don't know if this is gold here, like gold plating. You know, some of these boards and stuff, they do have gold plating on them. Like I know cell phone boards definitely do. I don't know what you would really consider this, but I'll just probably throw this in. I'll probably throw this in just my mid-grade boards just because of what it is. Looks like there's a couple different little pieces in here. Excuse me. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry for the boring video. I thought there was going to be a lot more than there than that. I mean, I don't really take things apart before recording and then putting them back together and then mocking it up. I mean, this is pretty much how I do it. You know, if I get something and I think, you know, it might be interesting to scrap out on your video, you know, I'll definitely try it. But, you know, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. So, anyways, we got some more cast aluminum here. Cast aluminum, cast aluminum. So, this is pretty much done. But I'll show you pretty much what I've been working on. This is pretty much what I've got left of this piano. Let me just get you guys here. So, I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty much all that's left. Yeah, this thing was pretty beefy. I tried smashing it with a sledgehammer right on the board here in a couple of different spots, but it just laughed at it pretty much. Made a couple dents, and that was about it. The reason being, as I was able to smash the other parts, but you know, there was like hollow sections underneath it, so it was easy to break off with a sledgehammer. But this literally had about 8 inches thick of wood around it, and I've been trying to pry this piece out enough where I can get a couple wedges in there, and then I'm just going to smash it with a sledgehammer and just get rid of it. Here's some of the pieces right here. I mean, these are literally very heavy. I mean, this bucket right here, there's probably about 45 pounds in there, just in that little tiny bucket. Plus what's there, and then this piece here. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. And then Friday, before I left to go out of town, I took apart a TV from 1984 that my girlfriend had found on the side of the road. And it had an odor to it. It was a particle board box built around a tube. And this is all the stuff that was in it. I mean, I couldn't believe how many boards were in it. This nice yoke here, pretty nice yoke. It was only a 13-inch TV. You know, I got the brass antennas here. you know? So, and these got a little bit of weight to them. And then all this wire, circuit boards, and then the degaussing cable. This is actually really small. I mean, that's how they usually are for little 13-inch TVs. But, I mean, I did get a lot more in this TV, especially circuit board-wise. And some of the circuits, I mean, you can look at these boards, and they just look like they're old boards. You know? Like, you can see all the different capacitors and stuff wired through. It's not like, you know, the way they do it now. But, I mean, this is definitely old and vintage, you know, for being almost, you know, 37 years old pretty much. So, you know, I'm probably going to take this yoke apart later on tonight and just throw it in my copper bin. I'm not going to do a melt at the end of this video, but I figured I'd at least show you guys what I've been working on lately. But yeah, that was what I scrapped out on Friday before I left. I got an air conditioner there. Another microwave, a DVR, car stereo, metal detector I am not scrapping. That's my personal metal detector. I just didn't have a place for it. Those have already been scrapped out, and I'm just putting steel inside them. This one's actually pretty much full. So that one we'll go ahead and set aside, and then we'll get the one underneath it and start filling that one. Plus I have this microwave here. So, yeah, I mean, I've definitely got projects. I've got a couple TVs under here that I've got to do. I think that one's a 27-inch. I think that one's a 20-inch, I think. This is my random shoe floating around. This leaf blower actually works. I was going to scrap it out. That was going to be my next video, but it actually works, and it's perfect for my warehouse because when I have this garage door open here during the day, doing, you know, unloading and loading of the truck, there's like a tunnel effect back here, so we always get the leaves in here from the trees outside that are like right adjacent to the garage door. So anytime I have the garage door open, there's always leaves in here, and now I have a way of just blowing them out real quick. So I'm definitely going to hang on to that. Yeah, my desk is pretty much a mess. Got a couple things going on. I got a TV here my girlfriend had picked up for me on the side of the road. It's very thin. It actually looks kind of nice, but it's really not a brand name that I know of. Very thin though, and it's not that heavy, but I think it's called Hisense. Never heard of Hisense. I got a humidifier here underneath this. I mean, I just got another air conditioner up there. I mean, I've got tons of scrap that I really need to go through. Window fan that I'm probably gonna restore and clean out and put in my window at my house. But if I feel the need, maybe I'll scrap that out one day. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've got going on. Again, I'm sorry that this wasn't really a great video. Okay, guys, I've got to do the weigh-in. I actually took the thing apart a little further. I was able to get the lens out. This is actually aluminum, but there's glass in there and a bunch of lube of some sort. So I'm not going to bother taking that apart. I'll just throw this in dirty aluminum. Here's the little circuit board. Again, throw this in my mid-grade boards just because it's got a couple things on it. And plus, I don't know if that's really gold plating or not. So, 4 little brass connectors, risers rather. They literally don't even register on the scale. I think you need 5 grams minimum. But let's go ahead and weigh up the aluminum and see what we got here. Let's see. Just throw all that in there. Let's throw this right in. 10.4 ounces. So, is it really worth scrapping? Probably not, but I mean, I did get more than half a pound of aluminum. You know, I mean, it literally took me about, what, a minute and a half to scrap that. So, you know, maybe, you know, if you're into like casting and stuff just like me, you know, it's free aluminum. And it's small enough where you can just break it down really easily and fit it in the crucible and melt it down into something else. So, anyways, sorry that it was kind of a boring video tonight. I'm trying to come up with ideas to see what I'm going to do in my next scrap session. I know you guys are probably getting tired of TVs and microwaves, so I'm going to try to step up the game and come up with something a little different in the next couple days. So, anyways, thank you very much for sticking along, and hopefully we'll have something better for you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Happy scrapping.